titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me. We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Oh yeah, back again. Missed a day yesterday, but that's all right. We're making up for it today, folks. We're here to talk to you guys, let you know all about the wrestling world and the real world and the fake worlds. Everything's a work, Sleaze. So, welcome to Sleaze again, of course. You all know the Sleaze.
You all know me. I'm famous.
Mm-hmm. Super famous.
Super duper famous.
They gave you that T-shirt for free, didn't they? You just walked in.
Right, they did.
Place.
Yeah.
You grabbed them by the back of the neck, and they said, "Here, take this, sir."
That's how it goes. That's why I don't go in public.
So we're back. I mean, I'm thinking about, doing this show, and I'm writing notes during the week, and I'm thinking to myself, like, there's so much fucking wrestling. It's like stupid. Like, this is really getting stupid now. I didn't even know Triple Mania was happening last night, but
I didn't either.
6-7 o'clock, it comes across my feed, and so I'm looking into it. I go into the chat. I'm talking Spanish with all the Spanish kids out there. I'm Google translating. We're connecting with internationally, Sleaze. That's how big Dr. HUGEshow is getting. Oh, by the way, the shirt came April, May, June, July, August. Took 5 months.
Wow.
5 months. Yep. And a threat to go to the Better Business Bureau, all that stuff. So needless to say, we will not be using Teespring anymore. But all you people out here like Paladin, the great Paladin out here, he tried to change his name and change up on us. Didn't work. No. You're Paladin for life now. But,
yeah.
Yep. He got his shirt the day before I got mine. So, why is everything stupid?
Yeah.
I hate to be like a downer every week now. Supposed to like be laughing around here with our fake laughs and things and everything, like all these other podcasts. But it's just, why doesn't anything work for us? One thing that is working, Sleaze, have you noticed? Some of these video edits I've been putting out, the stupid promo videos, 1.5-minute videos at most, and people are actually seeing it.
Yeah, they're actually they're doing a lot of numbers. Good job.
So the channel's like getting out there.
Yeah.
We need hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. I'm not settling for any, it's all great. We finally got a video to go to like 1.6, and instantly the subscribers started moving up. Everything's moving a tick. I understand. I'm very humble about all this. I get it. All right. We're not boasting 200 and whatever, 17 subscribers is the complete shit.
It's the shits.
But we're working on it, Sleaze. We're getting there.
Yeah. Word's finally getting out, after a year that we're back.
Yep. And Paladin's got his, and he wears his. Yep.
Listen, Paladin, we need a picture of you with the shirt on X. Please and thank you.
No pants.
No pants. I'm not wearing pants right now.
You got an OnlyFans, right, Paladin? Right. Everybody does these days. Everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's got an OnlyFans. Again, I'm just kind of sick of the world, and I've been getting more and more sick of it as of late. So now I'm being flooded with all this pro wrestling, and on the side, there are just so many other way more important things happening in the world. And then you look into that, right? And everything's always just like two sides of horse shit. and then nothing ever gets done. Nobody ever gets in trouble for doing all this stuff. It just gets really like exhausting for the king of some media over here, looking and analyzing all things. So, I mean,
The only one that gets in trouble for things is you.
we're on TikTok right now, Sleaze. They let us back on today.
Oh, wow.
So I
Holy
guarantee
shit.
you we won't be after this episode. Guarantee it. Doesn't take much.
Going to offend
Here,
some.
this will instantly do it. Go ahead, kick us off. Kick us off, TikTok. I don't give a fuck. I mean, have you
Fuck
seen
faces.
the news where they're like wanting to know if everybody's a child or not online, so that they can basically censor everything? That's cool.
The children nowadays are so they're so what fucking word am I looking for? It's Sunday. I'm all fucked up now. They're like everything is in their face nowadays. Like our parents used to hide us from shit, but everything is so like available to these kids. I don't know how anyone's getting offended.
And that's how it's being sold, really, like the censorship stuff. That's what it is. All right. Like, trust me, like I know what that is. I've been hit with censorship for the past almost decade now. But for doing nothing, for goofing around online in very lighthearted fashion, talking about scripted fights. But what they're doing, this isn't to protect children. You really think they're trying to protect? Again, it's a work. Everything's a work. Like nothing. Nobody's trying to protect anybody. Are they trying to keep us healthy too? Is that what's happening? So when everything they say they're going to do, it's usually the opposite. So YouTube, Reddit, you name it, all these platforms, even like Steam, video games, they've been banning video games. And I get why you would ban some, like if you got a game where, you're out there graping people or something, like we don't need a game like that, but there are other adult themed games out there that they're just like totally scrubbing from the internet it's just artsy, it's not just gratuitous violence and weirdness, but they're going after everything, folks. So keep an eye out, because I already heard people I know are like that have been using TikTok way longer than I have. Are like they're starting to like suspend me every week, and they're kicking me offline, and like, what's the deal? And I'm like, hey, I told you, I wouldn't be using any of these platforms if it wasn't for the OG Goat Show. So
the problem with TikTok is it's owned by a Chinese company. So when everything's flooded back into the country, our censorship is being very bad about it because it's coming from China. Like that's the biggest thing. It's an American company needs to buy them. And I think the censorship will go down, because you can go on X and there's girls that are plugging themselves and showing their boobs and all this nonsense.
Love those vids.
So, yeah,
I love just scrolling through a news feed in public, and people like come up behind me and randomly see like, somebody shoving something up their ass.
I had this one person that was on X, and she's like, should I have a stranger just crumb inside me in a parking lot? I'm like, if you're bored, that's what's on X. But if you say something dumb on TikTok, they're like, no, because they're Chinese.
I see so much dumb stuff on TikTok. I've flipped through there a few times. It's nonsense. And we were first stricken by the almighty TikTok in April, I think it was, at the same time, and they said we were misinformation. We're just lying to people out here, right? You can listen, don't take our word for anything. All right. Go look it up for yourself. If you're like, I don't believe that. Like when people would always do that with my CSWNN shows back in the day, Sleaze, and they'd be like, I don't believe this and I don't believe that. I don't give a fuck. Believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not asking anybody. I'm asking questions. For example, did you see what's her name? The BBW ninja from NXT, Evolve now. Lioness.
Oh,
Nikita Lyons.
Yes. Nicola.
So
Nikita.
I see her on the line the other day, and people are just goofing on her. She's talking about flat earth stuff, or not even flat earth stuff. She's talking about just what the shape of this place is type stuff. And everybody's just like, you're an idiot and you're this and you're that and all this. So, like, everybody's a genius, right? What's wrong with asking questions? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
That's the biggest thing nowadays is you can't ask questions because you got 15 people that'll be like, you're an idiot. Why?
Or
And-
you're
oh,
instantly, you're
you
a
can't
flat
even-
earther, you're this, you're that. And it's like, well, if I just ask, then,
Right.
so I don't know.
They put you in a category.
You know, it's just, I don't like it. She's young too. You know, most people,
Yeah. She is dumb, but
the vast majority of the planet does not know how this works, right? And science is always improving, so they don't even really know how all this works. So if you're asking questions about something as deep as that, especially, it's like, come on, guys. Yeah, we all went to school, right? Most of us, I guess, and we all had the globe in our classrooms, and they told us at like 4 or 5 years old, yep, that's how it works, and boom, we are all geniuses. So stop asking questions, Nikita Lyons. Just keep shaking that booty and spin kicking people in the ring, I guess.
doing stupid videos.
Yep, they're so.
Yeah,
you're
you're
What's
forbidden nowadays to learn.
That's kind of how it feels. Yep. But then there is truth to it, where there is so much misinformation just online in general. And none of it, a lot of it doesn't even get labeled as that. We do. Huh?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just everybody needs to relax. Everybody needs to chill out, right? Especially me. There's so many weird stories this week, and it's more interesting than wrestling, especially lately. We've gotten to the point where wrestling sleaze, I think, on this show, where we'll talk about, and we're going to get into some news and notes. So if that's what you're here for, just fucking wait a minute. But there's there's way more important things going on than 20 hours of wrestling a day. So
Yeah.
Another story here. Have you heard about this Roblox? Is it even called Roblox?
Yeah,
Children in the
Roblox.
chat?
Yeah. I don't know a lot of this story, so you got to tell me a lot. And I need to know because my 2 young nephews are on Roblox a lot, so I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a children's game, and to me, it looks like Minecraft. I know that's
Right.
very popular as well, but adults playing these type of games. Okay, there are some old school beat 'em ups and things like that I like to play. I remember a guy I knew got into back in the Xbox 360 days, saw me online. He's like, "Well, are you playing a kid's game?" I'm like, "It's a comic book game. These are my action figures, right?" I was like, "They're not dolls." So I get how their adults can play things that look childlike, or it's a game. But with this, it's the type of game where it really is driven at kids. So if you're an adult playing this game already, that's sus. But now you're going to be interacting with children and stuff on there. I don't even know are there challenges and shit you got to do on there, people? I don't know. The kids don't watch the show, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's some kind of open world. They build shit on blocks, blah, blah, blah. Roblox. That's
right.
You know, there you go. And they're basically trying to pick up kids. You know, that's a lot of these creepers on there are getting weird with kids. And there's this one teenage type kid. He might be older, but he's done this whole campaign where he's just nabbing them left and right, like doing the whole online vigilante type thing. And the game itself stopped him and is actively trying to stop him and saying he's in the wrong and nothing to see here type stuff. Mind blowing.
Jesus.
Right. But in the meantime, we're going to censor all the other games, and we're going to fix up all that other stuff. So adults can't speak online freely or see videos unless you give them your ID and social securities and all this stuff. Listen, every time these big corporations want our private information, they dump it almost the next month. And now your shit's just out there for everybody. which most of it's going to be in the future soon anyway. But this is, I'm telling you, this is so dirty. It's being pushed through the whole political stream down in, well, not really down. The corporations are above the politics these days, but they're hammering us, man. And this is not going to get any easier, but I'm trying. I'm pushing through.
It's a scary, scary world. It really is. And my big thing is, you should know what your young child is playing and what he's doing online. I mean, that's the end of story to me. You know, like there's restrictions and all this stuff that my brother and my sister-in-law put on their two children that I believe they're not really privy to see this stuff. So, I mean, it's a weird conversation. Should it be the responsibility of the parents or the company, or it's weird. It's God.
I'd say parents first and foremost.
Parents first, yes.
In my opinion, this story from around 2005. I was telling people that had like young kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna give them a flip phone," and I would always be like, "What? Why do they need a phone? Oh, emergencies and this. Emergencies? Did we have emergencies, sleaze, as kids? Maybe. Did we need a flip phone for it, or a smartphone, or any of this for an emergency? Not really, because if it was really that big of an emergency, you'll find out. Trust me. You know,
right?
Like,
I was a part of a conversation that had to do with that, where somebody had said, well, my kid has that for emergencies and stuff. I'm like, back in the day, if there was an emergency at school, especially, there are adults all over the place. There are phones in the office. They were back in my old ass, day. There were pay phones. You can, like you said, if there's an emergency, you can get in contact. Somebody's going to find out. You don't need a cell phone.
And they started giving them to the kids. Mid-2000s, I seen it firsthand, and now we're 20 years into it, and now we got a bunch of adults that have never not had a device with them, and in front of them.
It's become so normal that it's weird if you don't, which is mind-blowing.
I'm just TikTok. Sayonara after this. We're walking right into the beast system, folks. And it's all you kids out here that are like, nothing to see here. And they're just going to keep putting more and more clamps on you. There are some kids, I've actually seen some like local news reports all over the country where they're just like giving up their phones completely because they're starting to notice by seeing like how much screen time they have. And they're like, oh my God, I'm 15 and I literally haven't lived a life. All I've been doing is looking at this phone. And some of them are waking up and going, you know what? We're kind of done with these things. We'll keep a flip phone on us. That's that. The internet. Remember when the internet was just when you got to your house and you just sit in front of that big ass box, that white computer that always turned yellow?
Yes. Especially for my cigarette smoke.
Way better back in those days. That's all I know, and I think we're reverting back to that. But I'll tell you, all this stuff with the things going on online and them wanting to know who everybody is and tracking everything. Again, I'm getting physical media. I'm getting more and more of it, and I took all my shit off Spotify the other day. All my music, by the way. Go check it out. Not on Spotify, though. It will be available in physical form, and I'm going to send it out. I'm just going to do it myself. All these platforms, they're not helping anybody. They're just robbing everybody, too. So that's a big work as well. I had to try it out, though.
Yeah. Mac Diesel just brought up something, dial-up, and it was amazing to me that I saw the other day that AOL just stopped their dial-up service. I didn't know it was still available.
Me neither.
Is that for like people in like Wisconsin, like up in the freaking mountains? Like they can't run the cables?
The rebellious
that blew my mind.
Amish are probably up to it. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Remember somebody coming on getting on the house phone, kicking you offline. You're like, it's going to take me a half hour to get back to that page.
I was trying to download one porn picture.
And it goes, doop, doop, doop.
You're like, oh,
You're
nipple.
Like, oh, there's the head. Ah, yes, the good old days, right? E-Bombs World,
Oh God.
uglypeople.com.
Yep.
There's some great ones out there.
I think E-Bombs is still around.
Is it?
I think so. Somebody brought that up at work the other day that's a little bit younger than us. And I thought he was like, yeah, I saw something and it brought me to E-Bombs World. I'm like, what? Holy shit.
It's kind of a weird thing. Do people actually go to websites these days?
I don't
haven't
know.
really gone to a website, God, since the 2000s.
Yeah. I mean, I play a lot of video games online. So and I have 2 screens. So if I'm waiting for something or whatever, I'll pop up something on the other screen. But it's usually like YouTube or watching us because I'm very vain and stuff like that. But
at least you're not fixing your hair every 2 seconds like some ladies on other podcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even lying. When I say 2 seconds, it's like,
yeah, it's gross. They're
You're
sitting there
bald like me soon.
Yeah, stop pulling your fucking hair out, stupid.
You know what else is stupid? Look at that segue, folks.
What's that?
WWE ESPN deal. I'm not buying it. Everybody's been telling me to relax. And again, you're stupid. You don't know anything. But then I keep looking it up and I'm like, what's this? What do we get out of this deal? And it's like, well, you're going to get some free stuff. You might not. I don't know. And it's like, that's not good enough for me. All right. What's going on with this? You want $30 a month for this thing? Am I getting this stuff because I have cable already? What's going on?
Yeah, they're not very forthcoming with all the information. That's where I'm confused. And I just went on because I have ESPN through Disney and all that stuff. And I went on and there was nothing that I want to watch on that. Maybe some football, you know what I mean? But like the analyst shows are horrible now. So I'm not watching any of that crap. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch baseball. I don't really. I went to the mall yesterday and we went to Dave and Buster's and they had UFC on. And I was like, wow, I don't watch this either. I don't need ESPN for anything.
All the sports have been slowly kind of ruined in one way or another. Generally, the gambling, that just because it makes the rigging so obvious now that they can't hide it anymore. And then you got the analysts out here, and even the online ones. I listen to a couple of these NBA guys that talk about this stuff, and they're pretty much dead on. They understand it. And they understand what's been going on, the context of the whole game, the past 40, 50 years, however long they've been alive. But then a couple of the guys that are like big in the game now and going on like other like national shows and things like that, they're like, there's no rigging going on in the NBA. It's like, what? Like you lose so much respect. So much of my respect by just being like, there's no rigging going on. You don't believe that when there's already been proof of it over 20 years ago. Just come on.
Yeah. My 64-year-old mother said something about the NFL the other day. And she was like, yeah, everything's fixed. And I'm like, yeah, because you're smart and you're smart to it. So Mama Sleaze knows. All right.
Again, everything's a work, folks. If you didn't know, not just wrestling, all pro sport, anything that can be gambled on, politics, of course. I mean, come on. Then world politics, you had Putin over here hanging out with Trump the other day. And this is all a show. It's all one big show.
It's all wrestling.
Enjoy it, folks. Yep. Screaming A. Smith. He's going to be all in our wrestling now, too. You think Rosenberg and Sam Roberts and all that wasn't enough? And who's that other annoying guy? Kill Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe. Ugh.
Whenever they bring these analysts from the outside too, it's like an insult to this entertainment. It really is. They're going to make it so hokey and they're going to laugh it off like, yeah, you guys think you're fucking professional fucking sports guys. And it's going to make you want to vomit.
They tried to have Stephen A on UFC before as like an analyst, and he's going through his gimmick and, acting like he knows what's happening. And Joe Rogan is just looking at him like shooting daggers at him, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You want to punch him in the face.
Like, you don't know shit about this.
Right.
But no, guess what? Like you said, ESPN and all these other the shows specifically, these people don't know what they're talking about. It's kind of obnoxious. This lady, Monica McButt, that's what I call her. Monica McNutt, but I call her McButt because that butt is so huge. And she's on there and she sees, I forget who went on there. Some rapper or somebody went on there sitting next to Stephen A. Wearing a Barry Sanders jersey, backwards, of course, so it says Sanders in the front. And she's like, old Shador Sanders, right? You know, the Deion Sanders kid that just got into the league this year.
Yeah.
And he's like, Barry Sanders. You don't know who Barry Sanders is? And you're on ESPN?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was a prime example. And now we're going to have these assholes talking about our wrestling.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
All because they go, I liked wrestling when I was a kid. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yep.
I was there for Stone Cold, so I'm an expert analyst. Shut your mouth.
When I was thinking about talking about this story, you know, the whole Triple H doesn't have muscles thing. And I was like, I should grab the picture for it. I'm like, I don't want to see him shirtless, really, to be honest. So that whole thing enraged me. The dude is 56 years old. Okay. He's retired from wrestling. He had major heart surgery. And now he has a really, really busy schedule running the entire thing. And you see a picture of him as a 56-year-old dude in everything I just said. And everybody's like, oh, well, Jesus, he's not the game anymore. And blah, blah, blah. No shit. No fucking shit. Every person that made a negative comment about him is an idiot. Like, seriously. I want to see half the pictures of you guys right now in your 20s. Okay? Shut the fuck up. That's what I want to see. Well, I actually don't want to see that. But send them to the sleaze at, what is it, the Sliz 52?
Yes. Send them all to me.
OnlyFans.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Paladin.
Right. Because I know even at 47, I don't have the fucking body that I had when I was 20. Because I'm 47. Okay? So I'm not going to make fun of Triple H. I thought he looked pretty freaking good for 56 years old and a guy that doesn't wrestle anymore and had major heart surgery. Jesus. Mm-hmm. Idiots.
People are just, they're the worst, aren't they? Like, people in real life will be like, oh, all people aren't bad and blah, blah, blah. And then you go online, you're like, a lot of people are bad. You know, like, they're bad people. It's trickled
in with really good people. Like, I believe there are really good people out there, but the majority of people on this planet are stupid and they're cowards and they don't know what they're talking about and they're horrible people morally.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality of it. And everybody that was saying something about Triple H falls into that category.
Mm-hmm. And we're not Triple H apologists and bootlickers and things like that. We say crazy things about Triple H, everybody too, but it's a goof. Yeah. These people are doing it online and they're like, they really mean it. And they really want to like make themselves feel good by, you know, how dare Triple H lose his muscles?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Stephanie McMahon is old. It's like,
still
all
hot.
right. It's like,
still
you must be 15 then. You'll get it when you grow up, you know. But yeah.
Idiots. Just idiots.
Especially the IWC. And the best part about it, Sleaze, is most of the people that are out there talking about the IWC all day, every day, they are the IWC. Get it? You're the one. You are the IWC. If that's your gimmick and you're talking about it all day, every day, and how stupid it is and how shit it is, you're in it.
Right.
It's how it works.
You're sitting there in your mom's basement. You're overweight. You smell like socks. You have Cheetos in your fucking beards that should be trimmed. And you're dumb. And you're probably picking up kids on Roblox.
Yeah.
So
you know what? That all is like, that's the scene that we need. Punch that prompt in the AI, somebody. We need to see that scene play out.
Yeah. Triple H, he looks like shit. Yeah. Go get laid. How about that? It's tiring.
Yeah, the wrestling in general is tiring. Like again, this whole WWE ESPN deal, it's them connecting to Disney. It can't be good. It can't be. And I know this is going to hurt us. Like going against Disney, or going against LeBron James, or doing any of this stuff, like people's accounts on their whatever. If you're like downing them, they have a tendency to make sure that you're not seen as much. But I don't. Again, I don't care. Kick me off TikTok. I don't care if you have Israeli IDF soldiers as your censorship czar anymore. I get it. I know what's going on. I understand. All right. So if you want to kick us off, just kick us off. Okay. But we can do numbers there. And we could make money on there. But I would never. At this point, why would I ever want to affiliate with a TikTok? I'm using the platform, of course. I'm trying to get the word out there that we exist. That's the main reason why I'm doing it still at this point. But again, kick me off, TikTok. Go ahead. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of your censorship peoples and your algorithms and your stupid AIs. You're kicking off people that are like been killing it for you on there. Now they're not doing anything. So bye. See ya.
You're not paying our bills.
Yep. Negative people on Twitter are the worst. And I can't lie. I'm one of those people sometimes. You can't help it.
No, but you're not one of these fucking chuds that just sit behind there with their grubby little fucking fingers and
I'm
say
not
the
like
dumbest
that
shit.
Where I'm like, talking shit to people, like to older people. Like again, Triple H is an older guy, like what do I care what he looks like without his shirt? Or anybody really, again, we goof on things, but it's more like goofing.
These people are dead set on their opinions. Like there was a guy that his entire week got ruined because he saw Triple H with his shirt off. Oh, with the same shorts that he was pictured in like 15 years ago. That was another big thing where they were like, oh my God, he's wearing the same shorts he did 15 years ago. I think I have shorts from when I was in high school. Who gives a shit? Who cared? That was a topic for like 2 or 3 days. His fucking swimming trunks.
Listen, my whole wardrobe
Get a life.
is like older than most people that watch wrestling these days. So take that.
Right.
I have clothes that I've had for so long that they're back in style. All right. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lanyard on my keys. I was telling somebody the other day, and I'm like really thinking about it. And I'm like, holy shit, this lanyard is older than you. Like I've had it for like 23 years or some shit. I remember getting it, and I still have it on my keys.
Yep, the kids, they'll get it eventually, maybe, but maybe they won't because, again, one of these things that's being like promoted to everybody, especially the younger generation, is newer is better. Newer is not better. You're having new things, having new deals like the WWE is having. Just because something new is happening and a change is occurring doesn't mean it's going to be good.
No. There were even things when I was a kid that I can think about that we tried to change that had already been done. And I'm like, yeah, it was better before. I was humble enough and smart enough to sit there and make that distinguished friggin' opinion, where these people are like, no, LeBron James all day long, LeBron James. And if you're 56, you should not look like Triple H. Like, wow. Idiots. Word of the day, idiots.
Somebody check TikTok. Are we still live on there? I feel like they're not.
Let me see.
I think
I'll check.
A funny. No, it says we're streaming still, at least from this end. It's amazing.
Wow.
Sooner or later, they'll get us.
Crazy.
Now that we're calling them out like every week, they'll be like, nah.
Nah.
Oh, to finish up that Roblox story, did I tell you about that? Yeah, a teenage kid is like vigilante. I did go through that. And Chris Hansen's getting involved with it. So Chris Hansen wants some of this smoke on the Roblox PDF files. And So that will be
Wow.
coming to a stream near you, I'm sure, because he needs to pay somebody something, I guess, because, you know, he's never going to stop chasing these PDFs. Because
I hope they make a television show like they used to, where he just shows up and walks down into somebody's mom's basement and just gets this 300-pound dude
That
and says, "Hey, what
voice.
are you up to?"
that like newscaster type voice, and half the people think he's a cop just by the way he looks and the way he sounds, all authoritarian. You know, sit down, have a seat.
Yeah. Have a seat. We got to talk about young girl 35.
And then they
that
give
you've
up
been
everything.
talking
They're
to.
like, yeah, let me tell you all about it. People are nuts. Yeah.
They got a Triple H shirt on because they're sick.
Oh, you know what would be nightmarish
This is-
is if one of those shows occurred and you saw this logo coming up. I'd be like, oh my god! Talk about ruining everything. They would have to blur it out. I'd make them blur it out. Be like, you blur that out.
Yeah. I do not
No
take him
way.
as a
No,
fan.
You have been
No
kicked
way.
out of the HUGEnverse, sir.
What would be even better is if Chris Hansen showed up
Yeah.
with the shirt on.
That would be nice. And gives them like a Stone Cold Stunner or something. While they're naked,
yeah,
standing there with
yeah.
a pizza and like fucking Mike Hard Lemonade. Oh yeah.
Empty Cheeto bags all over the place.
So, you know what? Another thing that annoyed me this week, another thing that grinds my gears is, of course, the carrying
what's
cross
that?
stuff. So we're supposed to believe that this isn't a work, okay? But all they have lined up for them, Carrion and his wife Scarlett, are Comic-Con stuff. So could he have an injury? Could there be some way where the company's like, no, I don't believe anything that anybody says. I'm done with believing anything. I don't believe anything anymore. I either know or I don't believe it, and until it's happening, right? So this is how I'm living from now on, folks, on the channel. And when it comes to this, I don't believe it. I don't believe that they just pulled off this deal with ESPN and Disney, and then they're going to be like, and then our next move is to piss off all the fans with this, and then we're going to piss off the fans some more with the Karrion Kross stuff. And then Karrion Kross is going to go do all the radio rounds and be like, yup, do every show but mine, of course, and go, yup, they don't want me. I could have taken the contract, but they said I couldn't talk to the crowd. I couldn't acknowledge the chants and everybody wanting me. That doesn't even make sense. How does any of that make sense? So they're in the business of getting things over. And I get how I've heard rumors back in the day about like Zack Ryder and stuff when he was starting to get over, and they're like, oh, he's getting too over, and it wasn't like allowed. We wanted these guys to get over first, and like whatever. I don't believe this anymore. They're in the business of trying to get as much money as they can. So if they have something like a Karrion Kross, this would be the best way to build them up and then bring them back Stone Cold style, right? And have them just be like, well, he's not even a part of the company. Like, he's been gone for months, right? Wink, wink. Just signing on the circuit, making money for himself, selling a ton of T-shirts. In the meantime, he's outselling John Cena in T-shirts. This would be genius.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not believing this storyline. No matter how hard they try. This is the real me. This is not Karrion Kross. And I'm telling you, I'm not there. I don't believe you. You're in the business of lying.
No, and it's funny. My girl said something every time I bring up something now after what I believe is a pivotal turning point in the believability of this crap. When Seth Rollins cashed in and, did the crutches thing and all that, that was a turning point for me. I don't believe a fucking thing. You know what I mean? And I don't believe any of this stuff going on. If he was really gone from the company, they would have taken down all his shit. But they kept it up. It's selling like a motherfucker. I think that they have found a way to sit there and get eyes and money and everything on it by doing this stuff. The R-Truth stuff, the Seth Rollins stuff, now the Karrion Kross stuff. And they're going to continue doing this. So, yes, I'm with you. And anybody that's smart that doesn't believe a goddamn thing they're saying. I think this is a way that of telling stories nowadays. And Triple H has realized that, even though he's 56 and
This is what we
out
wanted.
of shape.
This is what we were asking for. This type of stuff, like make it real world, live it, pull it, into podcasts and things, especially this one. That would help. That just annoys me. And then Drew McIntyre's doing everybody's podcast. I asked both these guys to come on a while ago. Nothing, sleaze. It's because I'm black. Is that why?
Yeah. I think it's because I'm black.
Might be because of your tattoos.
They're like, no, he's got horrible tattoos. I'm not coming on. I don't trust that guy.
But yep, I'm working on it. That's still too. The booking thing is it's more obnoxious than ever. Everybody wants money, blah blah blah. But I got to work around. We got a guy, the biggest, the greatest store in all of New England that sells all kinds of sports memorabilia. Phil Castanetti.
Yes,
he knows Tony Atlas too. He knows them all, and he's like, "Would you like Tony Atlas?" And I'm like, "I would like Tony Atlas. Thank you very much." So that's somebody we could have on very soon to be talking to, and we could talk about him getting his face stepped on by ladies and all that. He'd be perfect for this show, just like Kevin Sullivan was. R.I.P. Hit me with an R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
But you new wrestlers, you guys that are in the WWE and stuff, and even a lot of you in TNA and all you're just going to ignore the Dr. Huge show when I've had plenty of legends on, plenty of indie wrestler as well that we got over with the crowd and all. They all loved them. But nope, these newcomers, they don't want nothing to do with us. So, okay, fine.
Yeah. These Joe Hendrys, people like that. Obafemi, you don't want to come on? Trick Williams, come on. Make you famous.
And all I want is a no. Just say no thanks. But not getting a response and then seeing you on every Tom, Dick, and Harry show is like, it's obnoxious.
Yeah. We're way more fun. Unless you just like getting your ass kissed.
What makes Ariel Helwani better than Dr. Huge show?
It's even a stupid name.
I'm even more handsome than I'm more balder than he is. And I actually know I started in this with the pro wrestling. He started with UFC. And then he's like, oh my God, I can get these marks to look at me over here and I can just get their favorites on and this and that. I don't like it, sleaze.
Gross. It's gross.
Pat McAfee, we'll name him to the list. I'll never forget about that. I mean, I hate it.
Right. It's just, we don't give up. Pat McAfee gave up. You going to go with a loser or some winners?
Got tired, sleaze.
Oh,
it was too much this wrestling work. Talking about it.
I know it's too much. It's too much to sit at a desk and say stupid shit, and then go to another desk and then say stupid shit, and then go to another desk and say stupid shit. Tough.
Another reason why at the beginning of this coming year, I could be hanging it up as far as live tweeting any shows, doing it like I don't need to watch anything. The WWE is telling me, hey, Dr. Huge, what are you doing? You don't have to watch these shows. There's a show on 1 million times a day. You just go watch the highlights. So, okay. If that's what you want me to do, I'm just going to watch the highlights now.
Right.
And
that's what's
I tried watching SmackDown the other night. Actually, I did watch SmackDown off and on, but nothing happened. You know what happened? The big deal in the 2 hours of the other night was Sami Zayn is on SmackDown now. Wow. Whoa. Bullshit. And he's like, I'm not chasing, the main title anymore. That's all I've been thinking about. And that's what's been ruining me and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, wait a second. A couple months ago, Seth Rollins said, hey, bro, I don't want to fight with you. We're still friends. And I'm going for this championship. So why don't you just go to SmackDown? I got you a deal already through Heyman. He's going to let you take on the champion immediately. You'll get your title shot right the fuck then. And Sami Zayn's like, no, you can't tell me what to do, Seth Rollins. So he gets beat down into the mid card. And then Karrion Kross starts stalking him. He beats him. And then, and now he's on Smack. And now you're on SmackDown. You're an idiot. Boo! Everybody's sick of you, Sami Zayn.
Sammy needs to go away. He needs to trim his beard, get a haircut, stop this underdog bullshit, get different music, and maybe he'll be interesting. He's been the same exact character for like freaking over 10 years now, and it's boring. He puts on great matches. I'm not going to lie. Every time he does do a match, I'm like, wow, it was really good. But there's got to be more than that. I'm not invested.
He's an AEW guy to me. Great in-ring wrestler.
Yeah.
He can do it, right? But the only time he's hot is when he's around Samoans. So they stuck him with a bunch of Samoans on SmackDown again the other night. The whole MFTs and Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso and all this. And I'm just like, we're doing this again. There's nothing else you can do with Sami Zayn, right? There isn't. Now, honestly, if I was working there and I had creative over Sami Zayn or whatever, I'd be like, we got to put him with Samoans. That's what they did. So I guess expect more 3-man, 4-man matches with the MFTs, which is just a silly ass name, but they're kind of winning me over with Solo being so over the top, like stupid. So I don't mind that, but Sami Zayn, I don't want him to lose his job either. Again, him and Kevin Owens are AEW wrestlers. I think that they would be good over there. I don't think that they're that good on WWE TV. That's just my opinion, folks. I know a lot of people love Sami Zayn. They love KO. KO hasn't been hot to me since he first came in with the NXT title taking on John Cena. That was the only time that he was like red hot. And then he's been fat ever since. That's it. He's fat.
That's another one too. It's like he's totally lost without Kevin Owens because they'll beat that dog over and over again. Just like Tiffany and Nia Jax.
Beat that dog.
Ugh.
Was that a Freudian slip? Are you beating your dog, please?
Yes.
Oh my God, he said yes. Michael Vick style.
Not that
evil.
bad. God.
Yeah, underdog gimmick is ass with him. If he keeps winning, he beat Gunther, bro.
You know what he's got to me? He's got the Daniel Bryan thing going on, where it's like, yeah, you got the crowd that loves him and all this stuff, but it's the same, just like Paladin says, the same underdog thing where it's like we put everything against him, but he's going to beat the odds, and he's got dumb music, and he's Daniel Bryan to me, and that makes me want to throw up on my shirt.
Him and Kevin Owens still have me blocked, so
well,
they'll never see this, so it's okay.
Right.
And another reason why I've never been digging Kevin Owens all that much is, during the era we can't talk about 5 years ago, he was trying to, I remember the news report it was Kevin Owens. He made it mandatory for everybody to be backstage wearing masks.
Yeah.
And that's when I started my hashtag Karen Owens. Yeah, put those filthy, dirty masks on, right? We got a 3-year flu coming around. Yep. And man in the white mask. How are you doing? Haven't seen you around in a minute. Hey, sorry I haven't been on YouTube as much. I've been enlarged level. Oh my goodness. Been trying to get myself better by watching your streams. Thank you very much.
What is going on with your liver?
Good vibes sent to you. And the liver, of course. You will overcome, just like we will with everything. Yes,
prime,
please.
prime example. People don't want to come on the show. People that have medical issues come on to watch us to feel better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's got to amount to something. We're saving lives out here.
There's this one. I'm not going to say who it is, but there's this show online, and they do streaming. They get the super chats and all that going. And there's like a running gag. Well, first of all, they pay for views. It's like a fact. And they actually send themselves donations. And
wow.
There's always donations coming in like, oh my God, I've had cancer for 20 years and you helped me through it or whatever. It's like over the top shit, like always like that. Like you cured my fucking AIDS and everything else. So like, yeah.
This world is gross.
This is an authentic one though. See, we are making him feel better. Those guys over there are doing a grift and a work, trying to get every sweet little $2 super chat out of everybody they can. We are not getting any money from anybody. If anything, this is costing me money. I had to pay for this. I had to pay to restream to all these. I had to pay for this microphone.
Right.
Yep. So we're doing this for you guys, for your benefit. So thank you very much, man in the white mask. Everybody following him in the IGs.
I had to pay for all this expensive equipment behind me.
Yeah. This is Dr. Dre's studio. So, yep. Crossing Scarlet, totally released, totally out of our lives. And they're confiscating signs at the arena. That's some news, supposedly. Are we believing this, Lise? And if they did, good, because that makes the work so much better.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe it because a bunch of people said, hey, I was at the show and I actually had a Carrying Cross sign and nobody took it. This is those fat people that smell like socks that are saying this because they're like, oh, I hate Triple H. He's 56 and he's so out of freaking shape. He's fat.
That really upsets you, huh? How dare they make fun of the dad bods?
Oh, God. Jeez.
Yep.
Stephanie look hot. I don't care. She's still hot.
Mm-hmm. Nothing beats 23-year-old Steph. Like, we got it.
God.
But, nobody's
now she's like
out of bed.
Now she's like Mama Steph. Hot milk.
It was so, I was thinking of you a couple months ago. She randomly was on a pay-per-view. I forget which one it was. Maybe WrestleMania or SummerSlam or something. But she comes out and she had the crimped hair.
She knew it.
2000. And I'm like, oh my God, the sleaze loves this.
Oh God, she knew it. She's like, I haven't been on TV in a while and the sleaze is watching. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're rooting for everybody out here, Paladin, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We're not like everybody else. All right.
No, we actually care about our fans.
I even try to pump other people up that are doing podcasts and things. They fucking ignore me. Isn't it crazy?
Me too.
I'll go into people's streams and I'll pump them up and it'll be like, blah, 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 blah. They'll literally skip over my chat and be like, imagine like if it was Paladin and I'll just go, no, I'll just go and put up this one.
Yeah, a while back, there was a lot of interaction I had with people with podcasts, and they would send me something and say, hey, subscribe, to the YouTube. So I'd do the same. I'd say, well, I'm on the Dr. Huge show. Why don't you subscribe? And like 10 minutes later,
nobody shows up.
Yeah. But 10 minutes later, I go check the numbers. Nothing. 20 minutes, nothing. Half an hour, nothing. Fuck you then.
And it's not even like, of course, we could play this game of trying to be friends and follow everybody and go, hey, we will subscribe if you subscribe, that type of shit. But that's nothing because nobody wants to play along. Nobody's actually nobody's doing it like us, sleaze. I'm sorry to say, keep pumping our own tires, but we have to. These platforms are not probably going to be kicked off TikTok again today. So.
No, it's another thing I started doing too is you see on Twitter, it says, oh, follow train for SmackDown, fucking retweet this and send a GIF and say hi. And so you go on the stream and everybody's like, here you go, IFB, I follow back, right? So I'm like, all right, so I'll start doing this too. And then I start to notice the people that are like, I follow back, don't follow back. So now what I've been doing for fun is when they throw out these trains now and they say, I follow back. I go, no, you don't. And then I just keep doing it on their feed. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Watch out. The sleaze is watching, folks.
I am.
He's out in the interwebs. He's going to
tired of this.
Yeah. Listen, again, why was this so much easier 10 years ago? It's just so much easier. Now it's like this brick wall after brick wall. Everybody's got their head up their ass. I'm telling you, it's that thing we can't talk about again, that period in time where everybody just became a coward overnight. And then everybody just went, freaked out. And then everybody got just dumber and dumber and dumber ever since. And,
everyone became so fucking pretentious where before you would have these trains or whatever the fuck they call them back then, and they would actually follow back because they're like, oh, cool, I want to interact and all this stuff. But now it's almost like an attitude, well, I don't know because this person thinks they're better than me. You know what I mean? So I'm the most important person on the planet. So if I don't follow back, no big deal. I want people to follow me.
We used to have those back in the day. Remember the Follow Fridays?
Right.
We used to do that way back in the day, and it worked. It was helpful, but I wouldn't even think to do that now because nobody pays attention to anything, especially on social media. So it's kind of like, what do you do? All you can do, like all I do is I spend my weekends just editing. I edit music, I edit my stuff, and I post it up. I may tell people a couple times, and then that's it. Like, what else can I really do? Again, we're in audience finder mode once more, so we can get the numbers up, and then the numbers can start building themselves. So I don't have to we just need to be out there again because the people don't know we exist again. Like, there's some people that showed up on YouTube, and they're like, "Oh my God, where have you been?" Everybody knew the Periscope days, which just blows my mind. I didn't realize Periscope was that big.
Yeah.
I was doing the super chat thing before there were super chats. And now I'm watching other people with way less talent, way less to say, just complete knucklehead whack pack types. And they're making money hand over fist. And you know why? Because they got a handful of people that were in the Hollywood business, show business that have gotten them all monetized by just having them on a show once or twice. That's when you get on these big shows like that or streams and podcasts, this is how this thing works. Of course, we would like to be friends with everybody, but these people make it really, really hard, Sleaze.
They don't want to be friends. It's all about them. People have become so fucking selfish. I really thought to myself the other day, you know what this world has become? Is everyone has become a Chad. Like those dudes. Yeah, and a Tyrone, and those type of people that we used to see at the bars and stuff that are, oh, bro, dude.
What's up with the bro stuff again?
Fuck.
We're broing out, and we're bros, we get it, but now the shits nowadays is the bro stuff. You know what? When I hear bros, I think instantly Rogan Sphere, those comedians, and that kind of Legion of Skanks and all that shit. I don't even like that. I don't like none of this.
It's like those fraternity fucking douchebags. Oh God, that's what it's become. This place is being run by Chads, where they're like, I can lift more than you, and Triple H is out of shape because why is he out of shape? Not in shape like me. I'm 23, bro.
Brah. That's why I use brah.
Brah.
I stole that from Stuttering John, but he's gone now, so that shit's mine.
Yeah. Brah.
And then there's a metal guy I used to watch sometimes. The weird things you would find on YouTube, and I'm also scared that type of stuff's going away. All the niche, random channels that you could find, still to this day. One of them being that I don't even remember the guy's name, but he's like a 50-year-old metalhead, jacked out of his mind, but he's 5 foot tall, I think. And that's why he's so jacked, and he just does a podcast or and gets questions. People send him money, not in super chat form, in the mail, and he's like, if you want my questions answered, and he just talks about death metal and the heaviest shit you could ever listen to. and it's hilarious. so so
See,
I want,
that sounds fun.
yeah, I want more content like that. And he's got like a little microwave behind him. It looks like he's doing it in like some random space, but then there's like these death metal posters. I don't even know why I brought this up, but I mean, maybe I'm just talking about the obscurity and weirdness that can come from. But I think we're gonna be losing all this stuff, guys, because everybody's so soft and they're bros now and whatever.
Oh, everybody is trying to be the same person, do the same thing, and it's worse than I've ever seen in my 47 years, where you don't have the original people coming out, you know, and saying to themselves, "We did this years ago." Me and you sat down and said, "Listen, we have both heard these podcasts that people have for wrestling, and they're fucking terrible. They're all the same. It's people screaming, sitting on a couch. Like you could go through 15 or 20 of them. They're all the same. We wanted to do something different, you know, and we did, and we do. But nowadays, nope, everybody sees these, you know, I Show Speeds and, you know, freaking Pat McAfee's, and they're like, I got to follow that same exact formula. And it becomes so diluted and so unoriginal and so like unartistic, most of all, that it's boring. You guys are boring as shit out there.
And you know what? When you were telling me that we were being scouted by WWE and all this,
Yeah.
and I knew Triple H was watching the shows, some of the shows on Periscope, and a bunch of wrestlers. But then years later, I see Pat McAfee, and he's got toys, and they're going, what during the show, and they're
Right.
like, I'm like, what the fuck? So they're basically where I think they were just doing the rounds, looking at all the podcasts that were happening at the time and just pulling a little from here, a little from there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think that's what they were up to, because we can't be in WWE. It's a PG product and we're not PG, but they do have a podcast network. And if people are paying for it, they should have some kind of explicit content on there that you can get to. Because, I mean, imagine you're just going to listen to, like, again, Sam Roberts or Rosenberg all day talking about, this is stupid.
What I think they did is they looked at our product and said, holy shit, this is really good, to be honest with you. But then they said, we need it softer, you know, because we have sponsors and we have kids and we have this and we have that. And that's what they did. And they got the people that took the lighter things of our podcast and presented that. But if you want to get edgy and you want to fucking make some real money and you want to get viral, you'd hire us.
Yeah. Like, we've already been getting legendary wrestlers on the show. So that's like not really the major issue. If I want to force it, I could get a bunch on, but it's getting the current wrestlers on would be nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm not scared of these motherfuckers. I don't understand. We are actually professional, even though we swear and we're goofy. Like,
yeah,
I've had a bunch of wrestlers tell me this is the best interview I've ever done.
Yeah.
In the middle of them, sometimes they're like, wow, like these questions are like crazy. Like you actually put thought into this. It's like, yeah, especially if I'm going to I prepare for every show, but especially if I had somebody coming on in the business, I'm going to know everything about you. You know, when I went and had dinner with Teddy Long and Haku and all them that night, I made sure just the day before, I already know about these guys, but I made sure to make bullet point notes the day, and I read over all their history. I knew everything about these fucking guys. So when I did come across them, I could just rapid fire hit them with, hey, blah, 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 I know this, I knew that, I know this, whatever. And it was funny because a lot of them were like, they were like laughing, like, how the hell did you, like, you know this? Like, I knew Haku in, who's not the Warlord, the one he used to wrestle with. What's his name? Anyway,
I can't
he's one of the head shrinkers. And I was like, yeah, I knew they were sumo wrestlers and they went to New Zealand, or they were from, you know, that territory, but then they went to Japan and they did the whole thing. And so I asked them all about that. And they were kind of like laughing about it. This fucking guy knows this shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, Analyst, journalist, expert. I don't know what to tell everybody. That's why I get so upset when I see not paladins. I don't know what that came into my mind. That's why I get so upset when I see paladin in the chat. No, it's Pat McAfee and all these other turds that are literally just like using the thing that I love as a way to get over more. It's easy money. They see marks and they go, oh, you guys are easy money, so I'm gonna do some wrestling stuff for a while. Like that chick that was like, when the Undertaker came out in this year's WrestleMania, what's this guy's story? I need to have Seth Rollins on my show. I'm like, fuck this. This is crazy to me. And yet I can't get Seth Rollins on my show. This chick has no idea who Seth Rollins is.
Yeah. You know what these interviews nowadays remind me of? Remember that skit on SNL with Chris Farley where he had like Paul McCartney on? And he's like, remember the time that, you sang at Wembley Stadium? And then Paul McCartney's like, yeah. And he's like, that was cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. That's what it reminds me of. So yeah, when you sit there with a Teddy Long and you're like, holy shit, I actually know about you, it blows their mind because you go on a Pat McAfee, you go on a Logan Paul, and you go on these other ones, and they just go, oh yeah, that power slam you did on Monday, that was great. And then the person they're interviewing is like, yeah, it was, wasn't it? And then you're not learning anything from this experience. That's why I love the talk show format, because they'll bring on like an actor or an actress, like musicians, and you get to learn more about them because the guy is prepared or the girl is prepared to ask questions. Like, oh my God, where did you start? Like I heard, in high school, you took this class and blah, blah. You learn things. You don't learn anything from these fucking interviews.
It's funny, like I was watching Logan Paul when Drew McIntyre was on there and he's like telling his co-host, oh yeah, he does this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like the Howard Stern thing where your producer runs in 5 minutes before the guy comes in and goes, look, here's the notes that we all took and now you can know this. And then while he's actually giving the interview and you like listen back to it, it sounds like he has no idea what he's talking about, but he's like, oh yeah, I know. Yep. No, you don't. Yeah. You don't know anything.
But Logan Paul will sit there instead of before the show sitting this idiot down, who I cannot stand. His fucking co-host, holy shit, I want to throw him out of a car. But he'll say it like while they're recording, like, oh, did you know what happened last Monday? Oh, I'll tell you because you don't fucking do anything, And then he's like, oh yeah, bro. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that Mike guy. I've seen that show. The only time I've really actually seen Impulsive was through Red Bar, who goofs on all these different shows and comedians and stuff. And he was all like, yeah, Biggie. He's a big, like Biggie and Pac, right? Yeah, bro. And it's just, oh, man, this guy, the Biggie and Pac stuff. And no, Nas, right? And yep, you know all about it.
Right. Moron.
Scammers.
I believe we should, if for some reason, if we could get current talent on, I believe that we should change the format. I just had an epiphany in my skull where they don't know they're coming on the show. It's almost like a Punk setup, not CM Punk, but the old show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where they say, okay, you're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna do a photo shoot, right? So they bring them to a fucking empty warehouse, and there we are, and they're forced to sit down with us, and we ask the hard questions
at gunpoint. YouTube TOS,
whatever works. Our first guest is that guy Mike from Logan Paul's fucking show, because I want to ask him, why are you so dumb?
All you got to do, this is how the world works, Sleaze. So you just need to find somebody that's super rich, super famous, and on the come up in one of those shapes or forms. And then you just attach yourself to them and you go yes to everything they say and do. And then you too could possibly, be a co-host on a huge show that just signed the WWE network. They're so good. They know everything, right? That they had to be signed even. They're just like Cody Rhodes. I mean, they're just he's so good at talking, Sleaze. So entertaining.
Yep.
He's got it.
Yes. Right.
I can't stand this world. I mean, I want to be upbeat. I would like to be like, yeah, everything's great. And, the channel is moving up and we're finally doing something here in the YouTubes and things. But can we have it happen a little faster? Can you guys retweet this and share this and tell people about this show? Thank you. That would help because nobody likes to hit buttons anymore. I don't know what it is. It's like you get 10,000 views on something and you get like 50 likes. How? Why?
Because it's so hard to move your thumb and just go click. Why are you putting people out like that?
No. Share everything Dr. Huge does. Everybody out here. Thank you.
Bros? Should I start saying bro more? Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's not working for Vince Russo. It's not even working for them. He says bro all the time. And then Al Snow goes on there with that raspy ass voice. Sound like you've been eating stripper crotch for years, bro. bro. Take a fucking lozenge or something. What do they call the throat lozenge? Throat lozenge. I don't even know if that's how you say it anymore. I haven't heard that word in a million years.
Get your face out of those dirty bushes.
Yeah. You sound like Vince in fucking 30 years. I love Cal. No, it's all. See, again, we're goofing, right? I don't hate him. I don't want him to RIP or anything like that. We're just goofing around. Yep. I guess no luck with what we never tried with Maven. Maven wants money, bro. I seen him online the other day. This little girl come up to him like, "Can I have a picture with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, $20."
Because I'm famous.
I don't know if that was a work or not. Hopefully it was. It was so ridiculous. I'm like, this must be a work, right? Maybe it isn't. Maybe he wants that $20. And again, you know how we do over here, Coach. I don't pay anybody. And I'm never paying anybody. I'm already paying. So why would I pay somebody else? Right? So all them legends that came on in the past and will be coming on in the future, I'm not paying them either.
No.
It's all they're just going to be in fear of Phil. That's all. If they don't, if they say something.
You don't want that shit.
Yeah. So that's all.
Well, $20 for a fucking little girl. Shut up. Who the fuck is Maven?
Oh, the Reezy story when he went up to Zack Ryder. And that was like $40, wasn't it?
Yeah.
$40. He didn't even say anything else. He just goes, $40.
I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, these people, man.
Not paying you. You pay me. Somebody start paying me.
All right, so just think about this, everybody. You're paying for this experience with this person or whatever. Some people pay into the hundreds at Comic-Cons and whatever. But you're literally paying to just be next to somebody for a second. And then the wrestlers are going to be doing that outside, like in the walking areas, not inside with like the curtains and all professional or whatnot. And you go like, I just want a picture on a phone. And they just want money. And it's
gross.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's gross, man. Listen, if any of you guys see me at the cons, pictures are free, autographs free. Go to my YouTube, go to all that shit, right? Do that.
Remember back in the day we went to that con, and I forget his name now, but he was a pretty hardcore fan. He came up to us and said, "Oh yeah, Dr. Huge and the sleeves and shit." That's like us saying, "Hey, $40."
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my voice on you. I'm speaking to you only through screens, sir.
Right. Be gone.
Yep.
That's like I go to a con. I plan on going to the Rhode Island Comic Con in November. So if anybody's going, if you want to come, I'll be there. Maybe because I haven't been in years, so I might spend the whole weekend. So when I go there, I might, I think like Sting's going to be there. It's his last like hoorah. I might have a couple of bucks to get an autograph with Sting. You know what I mean? He's a legend, shit like that. But I'm not going to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a booth. and blowing this money. If I go by and I see, somebody else is famous, I'll be like, oh, cool, I saw him. Not a big deal for me to stand next to him and, try to get a prom pose or whatever the fucking kids are doing nowadays. That's stupid.
Like, I'm not hating on the whole autograph scene. I get it and all this, but
No.
and if you're just like kicking it or whatever in the area, whatnot, and you could just say, "Hey, I'm not signing out here. You can sign in there. I'll sign in there, but I'm just not doing out here." But to go, no, just give me cash right now. It's like,
no,
lame.
You're out in the parking lot, $40. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marion Cross is coming back to Providence as well, doing some signing at a horror convention. Not Providence, Worcester. Yep.
Yeah.
Horror convention. So I was thinking about that, but that's like a month away, I think. And it's here's an event in my area: midget wrestling Monday night at a local bar. I'm like looking at this thing. I'm like, this is really happening. It said midget wrestling on it. On the actual flyer. I'm like, whoa, like, okay. So
we're taking
about it.
We're taking all those words back. During the woke area when you had to say like small people or whatever the fuck.
Dwarf. Like dwarf is any better.
That is what are you, a fantasy character?
Yeah.
That's worse than midget to me. Even the midgets were saying like, yeah, I'm really not offended by midget. Dwarf.
These people, they're calling themselves hard M's.
Hard M's.
Hard M's.
Good for them. Good for those midgets.
So that's not something I expected to be happening around here. The last time I heard of like pro wrestling happening like in my town or in and around it was Tatanka a few years back. I'm like, Tatanka's wrestling down the street.
Yeah.
So random. But
I think it's in this area too. There a while back, I think it was on Facebook. They had midget strippers that were coming to like Fall River, and I was interested. That's good time.
Wow.
But you could put the two together, because we've already said it'd be funny to see strippers wrestling. But if you got midget strippers, holy shit!
There you go.
What a fun night,
man. We'd make so much money over there.
Yeah.
They should let us announce it. We should be the JR and the whatever Michael Cole or the King rather of all that.
Look at those midget puppies.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard? Naomi was supposed to take on Io Sky this Monday, and then during the day they said, nope, that's not happening. She's going to take on. She's going to take on who'd she fight? Roxanne instead. Anyway. It doesn't matter. But at first I thought maybe she was injured. Turns out that it could be personal issues. And I guess she's going on a podcast this week with Jimmy Uso to tell everybody like what's happening. And she might have to relinquish the title once more. She has on 2 other occasions, those, the tag titles when she left the company with Sasha Banks, and she got injured in her first title run and had to give up the belt. What's going on with this, folks? I mean, Naomi's was super hot since she got the title, and now all of a sudden, I mean, could it be a breakup with the Jimmy Uso?
Well, the podcast was Stephanie McMahon's, and they just had it, and I heard clips and stuff from the internet, and nothing was really said. Before we said that nothing is really said on these podcasts, and that was another prime example. But supposedly she's supposed to be on Monday Night Raw to say something. Like they're really dragging this out.
Yeah,
horribly.
So okay. I guess they're going to keep it under wraps. So it's not much of a story there. That's what I'm saying. With all this wrestling news, there's really nothing to talk about. And we got hours and hours and hours of wrestling. She's pregnant.
That's one of the rumors. Yeah.
Remember when we thought Rhea Ripley was pregnant?
Yeah. Yeah. And that was crap too. But then, and then people online were saying, oh my God, she was wrestling while she was pregnant. And it's like, okay, so if you're like a month pregnant, it's just a clump of cells. It's not going to do anything, you retards. So who knows? Well, I guess we'll find out Monday. And if not, she'll go on another podcast and say nothing. And
Yeah. Yeah. Preggers. Right.
Preggers.
I mean, Alexa Bliss had a kid. Who else had a kid? Becky Lynch, Carmella. All their top stars are having kids.
Yeah. Well, I get to it. Naomi has been saying it for months that there's a certain time she's going to stop because she wants kids. So maybe Jimmy, accidentally, before they had plans to do so, crumb.
Yep. She had to take time. She was getting cream pied while she was champion.
Hey, Jimmy, you can't be dumping them loads if you're not ready.
Oh, I'm just cream pied the champion. Oh, over here. Yep.
I almost inhaled my coffee. Can you imagine that conversation? Trips brings him in. Listen, we've heard you've been cream pieing the champion.
Yeah. You can't be doing that. She's champion right now.
Yeah. You got to either do it on a towel or don't do it at all.
Oh my goodness.
This is why Jay is getting pushed and you're not.
And the baby's gonna come out in like neon gear and a big ass with a singlet.
Proceed with caution.
You're gonna start seeing strobe lights come out of the pussy. And like that black light look. The whole doctor's office just turns into a black light. Neon baby.
Stoons.
Yes, yeet.
Yeet. That's the only time that Jimmy says that, right before he does a cream pie.
And afterwards, he's like,
"What do we want to talk
about?"
Pillow talk, right? And
Pillow
she's like,
talk.
"You want to go again?"
No.
No yeet.
I'll die if I do that again.
Shit.
So good.
so
Hopefully, at first it sounded like an injury, then it sounded like personal issues and things. But if was Jimmy on this show with Stephanie McMahon too, or is
Yes.
he was?
Yeah.
So they must have they must have announced it on there, right? No, they were going to announce it on Monday night. They didn't say these shows are useless.
That's what I'm saying. There was nothing said. Like, it was all fluff. And they were just basically like, Naomi's like, oh, well, I was sick of being in this character, so I got mean. And then Jimmy on the side's like, oh, you don't want to see her when she's mean. And it was crap. It was total crap.
Come on with us, Jimmy and Naomi. We'll make it fun. All right. You don't have to fake laugh and all that with Stephanie McMahon.
I want when she announces tomorrow that she's pregnant, I want Jimmy Uso on the show. My first question is, when did you know that you knocked her up? Was there a specific night? Was it at home, a hotel room? Because it seems like you were dumping loads. So,
I mean, they've been together for a while.
Yeah.
And now this is popping up, especially like you said, when she had come out and said she wanted to get into motherhood or whatever, something different other than the WWE. Well, what a great time to be champion, right? You're going to finally become champion, and then you're going to maybe that was the plan. But to me, that just seems selfish and a stupid way to do business in wrestling, if you ask me. You know? So
I think it was probably the night that she won the title. They went back to the room, got a little bit too excited, and Jimmy's like, listen, I'm not pulling out.
Yeah.
She shows him the pregnancy test, and he's like, no yeet. That ain't mine.
No beans.
Remember when Becky Lynch found out she was pregnant, and then for a couple weeks on Raw, Rollins had that face on him like he didn't want to be alive anymore. And I get it was a part of supposed to be a different gimmick. I'm like, the timing on this is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other news, have you heard Edge and Christian are back together?
Oh, good. Yeah. Great.
Yep.
That's
I
it.
missed the segment. I did catch up and I watched it afterwards. Christian went over and was like, you can hit me with the spiked bat that you used on Moxley. And then he didn't, and he hugged him, and the rest is history, I guess. But we got Edge and Christian back, AEW people. Whoop, whoop.
Right in time for the match between the Dudleys and the Hardy Boys.
Oh,
and
right.
because they're with that crap company, they can't be a part of it, which would have been fantastic, Right. But Cope's like, nope.
It's too
Can't
many
do it.
wrestling companies. There's too many wrestlers. Enough of this. No more of this. I mean, we even got this guy around here. Remember him, Sleaze? I can't believe he's still alive.
If it ever loads.
That load for you?
No,
It did
not at all. No.
Played for me. Did it play for you guys out there? In the hood?
Who was it?
Maybe.
Who was it?
It was the Moxley getting choked. Jason.
Jason Voorhees. Yeah. There was a dumb rumor going around that Triple H has been talking to him and stuff. That's untrue, obviously. And even if it was true, I'd give up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they saw it.
Yeah, not me. I've been getting screwed all day.
So what else is happening? Yep. I mean, we blew right by the Edge and Christian. So again, what are we going to say about most of this wrestling stuff? It's just,
yeah.
Reigns and Rhodes 3 at Mania is possibly the build that might be happening. Do we really? You want part 3 of this, folks?
No.
Really?
No.
Who do you think that they would give it to if they did this match again?
I don't care enough to really think about it, but I don't know. They're sort of pushing. I don't know. Reigns is in a weird position right now where it's like, 1, he doesn't need the belt. 2, he's part-time. And even though he's a big draw and stuff like that, they still have guys that are ahead of him now. You know what I mean? He's had his time to shine, brought him a lot of money, but he's a part-time player. So they'd have to give it to Cody, unfortunately. I don't want to see this.
He's kind of like, he really is like the face of the company now. Like, he's been for a while. I get that, but I mean, he's going to hold the belt now until Mania, and then if he win it again at Mania. I still see him as a mid-card guy.
Yeah, but there's better people. There are better people to go against Reigns. I'd rather see him and Rollins at WrestleMania. That's a way better match, and there's way more of a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna rehash the fucking bloodline stuff from years ago. What are we doing?
And they're done with him and the Beast, right? That's got to be over.
I don't know. I'd like to know how much. Well, they said it was a multiple year thing for Lesnar. So I don't know if that. At first, I thought he was just coming back for the Cena stuff, but I guess he's sticking around. But that's another thing. I don't want to see them again. Him and Cody Rhodes. I'd rather see Braun Breaker against Brock Lesnar, Gunther against Brock Lesnar. That's the kind of matches I want to see. But Jesus,
popping my head off over here.
Yeah, it's bad today.
What's going
on? now they're gassing us.
So it's chemtrails, I tell you.
Yeah.
Right? Where's my Alex Joneses?
Oh, God.
When the fuck are we going live? I can't do this shit anymore. Fuck Trump and fuck these fucking people.
Exactly.
That's me when you send me the link.
Anything else you want to say, Alex? While I try to get rid of this tickle in my throat.
Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? God fucking damn it, man. What the fuck?
I like the slamming of furniture.
This is my lot. I only got 4 of them on this one. I got so many more clips of him.
All right, see, I shouldn't even be loud right now.
I shouldn't be. Not
No.
with this voice. But we got more notes. We got Bret Hart now. You know, he's mad about something every week.
Jesus.
And this week, he was mad. I heard that the WWE said there were no seats for him. Oh, they said they wanted him to come to SummerSlam, but then they told him, nope, we don't have any seats. So might as well stay home. And he was like, what? You don't have any seats for Bret the Hitman Hart in a stadium? And then he goes, and then I saw Kevin Nash there. Right, Lesnar? That would make me mad too, though. I mean, he is Bret Hart. That is Kevin Nash. I mean, it's not that really big of a difference in my opinion. But as far as, so we get what's going on, right? It's more like Triple H's friends get those seats.
Oh, it doesn't help that Bret comes out and talks shit about Triple H on a constant basis.
That too.
You know, like even like during the Hall of Fame, he shakes his hand and goes, "Ah, yeah, big deal." You know, can't imagine why.
You know,
He's
he was miffed by being upstaged by him. You know how they do the Hall of Fame thing in Monday Night Raw, and they're going, here's this person, here's this group, and here's that. And then Triple H at the end is the big show, right? And Bret Hart's like, yeah, which was told, yeah, we saw that coming, you know. Stone Cold kept it together. He's a pro. He's like, listen, we're in the Hall of Fame for a match. He's like, this is his Hall of Fame thing, you know?
Right.
So,
and
whatever.
Bret Hart's in there like 3 times. So you
Yeah.
have nothing to bitch about. Come on.
It's
Like,
shits.
his pettiness is. I'd like to believe he's just an angry old man at this point, so it doesn't really piss me off. And I love Bret Hart. And you get to a certain point, which I'm hoping is soon, that when you get old, you just say whatever the fuck you want. So
He is
I think
miserable.
he is, and I love it. I really do. He's a legend.
And then Vince McMahon, he's also upset this week because he thought he was supposed to be at Hulk Hogan's, you know, bell salute thing that they had where they were honoring him on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw or both. And of course he wasn't there. And because the WWE is done with him, they do not want him on TV. Everybody knows his exploits, whether, you know, we don't think it's criminal activity. We think it's gross. But the WWE is like, they just don't want to deal with that. And these crazy ass fans that are just like, oh, he's a rapist. He's, you know, trafficking and all this stuff. So that's my guess for why they kept him off. But still, at the same time, Hulk Hogan was his creation, brother. And you kept him away from the guy's death on his platform that he made. Like, well, he didn't make it, but he took from his family platform. Dude,
I think it goes way beyond that. I think it was TKO. I think it was sponsors. I think it was shareholders. They were like, no, we can't have that. Because they had him in the video. You know what I mean? I think they were like, well, we'll let you have him in there for like 30 seconds, but he cannot step in a building of this production.
So it's just sad. And another thing, when we were talking about Tony Atlas, possibly getting him on the show, I got to ask him about this because he did like an indie show or whatever this past week and tried to do like a tribute to Hulk or a little eulogy or whatever in the ring. And the people were booing so much, he just gave up on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You're booing a guy that's giving a tribute to a guy that everybody knows. But it's because he said a word 18 years ago. Like, even people are going crazy about the Mark Henry thing too. People can believe and feel however they want to feel. But it's crazy to me that you would feel that kind of a way over somebody that's already gone. He's gone, bro.
Yeah.
The boogeyman isn't alive to get you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, is it really that? it's really that big of a deal in your life that he said some words, you know, not necessarily towards you either. It's just wild.
Yeah, I love the crazy white people that are like, "Oh my God, he's a racist." I could understand black people, you know, being upset. There were a story that came out this week that, you know, some people didn't come out for the 10 bell thing, and they have every right to if you don't agree with that and all that stuff. But to sit there and like constantly, consciously like boo or say stupid shit online, like the guy died. You know, he's gone.
At this point, it's like,
It's been like a month.
If you really want to get into it, pretty much all your favorite wrestlers at some point have said that.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee it. And in some shape or form, we know for a fact some of them died. Randy Orton goes online and says it. Randy Orton ain't getting booed like crazy. I guess it is. You got to take in the context, right? Randy Orton's gaming. And we all know when all these guys are gaming, the N-words and all the words are flying. So
Right. You know, white people, okay, especially from my generation, that are in their car and they're listening to Dr. Dre's The Chronic, okay? They're saying every lyric word for word, which includes the N-word, okay? I've done it. Are you guys going to boo me? Are you going to boo me?
Years ago, LeBron James, the almighty and powerful LeBron James, he even got the dope slap from the media because he was rapping a song that had the words Jewish money in it. Like, we're going to get this money.
Right.
And they were like, you can't say that. All right, well, whatever.
Stupid.
Big fucking deal. It's just, it feels like all this stuff is like a psychological operation. Even the words. Now they got everybody doing, jumping through hoops. People weren't even thinking about this stuff 20 years ago. You didn't even think about it.
No.
Now everybody's debating it like it's something to debate.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Stupid. It's stupid. People are just going to be like, "Oh my God, the fucking wind is blowing. I'm going to bitch about it."
Yep. Cody, where are you? Fix this for us.
Yeah.
Cody.
Go fuck yourself.
I guess he's busy today.
All right, Paladin, you say Dr. Dre is awesome. When you listen to it, if you know the lyrics, do you say the N-word?
Of course not.
Not with a hard R. You can't do that. That's stupid.
Or in Office Space with the guy in the car playing Scarface. Extra. Bringing flowers up to the cars. He's like, locks the door. Yep.
That's me on 95 South.
Oh, yeah. So here's another funny story. The roster was all upset this week that Rollins worked them too. Your marks. Guess what? Your mark. All you guys backstage, you believe Seth Rollins. Guess who didn't? Me and the Sleaze weren't even there. We're not even talking with them. We're not even at the arenas or anything. We knew it was a work the whole time. But you guys didn't? Ha ha.
Well, now they get upset because they're too dumb to like realize that was a work. You know what I mean? And there was another one where there was a video of him walking down the street in his crutches with his daughter, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he even lied to his daughter, or he got his daughter in on it." Like, she doesn't even know what is going on. She's like 3 years old. She's like, "Yes, Daddy. Haha, you're playing a joke on everybody."
These people, man. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then they have the nerve to tell me, it's not real, right? Right. Yeah, I think I get it. I get it better than people in the business.
So dumb.
Yep.
I'm upset because I'm stupid.
Crying about the Dice Man. Dice Man is like 100,000 years old. Why would they be crying about him? Oh, what did he do?
I just watched a movie last night. It's called The Pickup. It's got Pete Davidson, who is painfully not funny, Eddie Murphy. It's got Roman Reigns in it, and it's got Andrew Dice Clay. Check it out.
Oh. On what?
Shit. Was it Prime? One of those.
All right. I think I'm done with my coughing fit. Yep. As soon as Rollins went on Rich Rising, I knew it was fake. I think it was the Rising.
The Rising.
Mm-hmm. Everything's fake. Remember? That's the theme of this show. I know the title says WWE's Disney era. We did speak on it a little bit, but really what this broadcast is about today is to let you know, don't believe anything. All right. Everybody's out here. They're looking at every single post that they come across and they're like, oh my God, I read some of the comment threads and it's like, wow, I can't believe because of it. And you could literally just read a few comments and find out that the post is fake or something about it's fake. Or you could ask Grok or how about this? You could do your own research and look into it for yourself. And then you'll find out that it's fake. But nope, everybody just immediately goes, yep, I knew it. That's how it is. Man.
Public Enemy said it back in the day. Don't believe the hype. All right? Stop it. I believe if Rollins would have come on our show during this time instead of Rising or Raisin, we could have played it off. They wouldn't have known.
Of course not.
You know?
Nope. Never.
We see the swelling, Seth.
I'd bring him in the studio and I'd make him show his knee and everything. You know, all the old scars. I'd go look at it.
Look at it.
And look at it.
Yep.
Look at his Seth Rollins. He's Seth Rollins.
We'd hire one of those midget strippers from Fall River to come in during the show and just rub his knee the whole time.
Mm-hmm. That would get us so many ratings.
Right.
Where's my only picture of Seth Rollins? He's behind here. There he is. Oh, we can't see him. Hold on.
No.
Make it bigger. There he is.
Oh, there he is. He's pissed. He's like, that was my hot dog.
He's like, what is he up to?
He's so orange.
He's so orange. I didn't even do anything to that picture either. He's really just that orange. Tan Braun. That's what I call him instead of Tan Mom.
Jesus. Stop doing that.
Yeah. He was dating Cora Jade back when he was in NXT. I don't know if they're still together. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But that was a thing. True story. Yep.
Telling the truth.
Philly Sports Pride. Come on now, people these days. Too lazy to do their own research. I know that. But again, you could just read the comments and you go, oh, nobody knows what they're talking about.
They're too lazy to hit like buttons and subscribe. You know?
Yep. It's wild to me. Yeah. I'm done begging these people to like and retweet. And you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. I can't tell you. You know? You're just trying to stick it to me every time I ask anyway by not doing it. I get it. I see what the reverse. Don't do it. Don't hit the like button. Thank you. Fine.
Don't do it. That's what we're doing. The opposite. Don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Don't ever subscribe. Don't turn on notifications. Stupid. And please suspend us and ban us for life. TikTok. Thank you.
Yes. Don't watch. Don't listen.
Mm-mm.
You know?
All right.
Don't buy anything.
It's just so stupid that the roster would be upset with Rollins. And then, I mean, other news we can just blow right by. Tori Wilson wants another match. She'll come back if it's something good, right? It's not going to be something good, Tori.
No.
So you're not coming back, I guess.
It wasn't something good when she was there. It was just BFTs. Come on. Let's get fucking real here.
And then we have, I talked about that. Yep. Canceled my music. No more distributors. I'm my own distributor now. And again, I'm going to be setting up my eBay store eventually. I'm going to put my own albums on there. I'll put my own comic books, all that stuff that I'll be selling, T-shirts, all that crap. We'll just be through that because I can control it. I can't trust any of these third-party companies. It's awful. A story you sent to me this week. Is it true Sasha Banks has her own locker room in AEW? Huh?
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a while.
Really?
She's an asshole. It makes sense. She's such an asshole.
So you don't think this is a character at all? You think she's just big time in everybody?
I've said it for years, even when she was Sasha Banks. I believe that in real life, she's a fucking asshole. and she's this Mercedes Monet character has just, I'm going to put it out there. This is me. I'm a fucking asshole. She has a team of people around her. Like she literally has people on her payroll. Okay. So she has that. She has her own locker room. She has that blog. Okay. That just talks about herself. And then she'll text you if you pay $100 a month. These are all things that make you an asshole.
Yeah. She's, I mean, man, she's really doing it. She's putting it on the fans. She's holding all these belts. Yeah. Like you said, she's grifting the text thing and the $100 a month, right? Yeah. We went over that one time. And then, of course, the pictures. I seen somebody post that again, and everybody's like, "Well, it was during COVID, and no, you're supposed to do this, and blah blah blah." And when she was standing like a mile apart from people, but some people she didn't. Remember that? Some people she would take a picture with, and other people she would put across the room.
It's probably because they stink. Because a lot of those people stink. That doesn't make her an asshole.
Or maybe, like you said, maybe it's just kind of like some people she does. It's to her discretion, which I guess, listen, if you're scared to get sick, why would you do a public meet and greet?
Right.
If this is the most scariest, worst thing ever, why am I watching people play basketball and football and pro wrestling? It never ended.
Yeah.
It never ended.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to believe that this was all the worst stuff ever. And then now comes out, I was right about everything. I was right about all the stuff that they were trying to give to everybody. Afterwards, to fix it, right? You'll never get it again. All the people I know that took it, they get it more than anybody else.
Yeah. Well, they just arrested a doctor that was charged for supposedly given COVID shots, but it was just saline. So how much of that was going on?
Well, that too, probably saving people's lives.
Well, yeah.
When you think about it.
Right.
Because, like, again, with the news that's I was supposed to buy, even at the time, they go, all right, we'll tell you what's in it in 75 years. We'll tell you in 75 years. Good one. And I'm like, and then they're trying to bribe everybody with comic books and burgers and fries and lottery tickets. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm in the Twilight Zone. And everybody's acting like I'm crazy. Everybody's blocking me and muting me online. Even in real life, people are fighting with me. Guess who was right?
You know what they did at my job at the time? They actually said if you get the first shot, we give you a money bonus. If you get the second shot, you get a little bit more of a money bonus.
Why?
They literally were bribing people.
Think about this. Why would they do that? Right?
I don't know.
Why would it? Because they really want you to be that healthy? We all children, they want us to be so healthy, they're willing to pay us and give us free things.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for everybody. And a bunch of people, even that I know and in my family and everything, they all fell for it. And a lot of them aren't even here anymore. So, I'm just supposed to be happy about it, I guess. I'm supposed to just not talk about it and stuff. Kick us off, TikTok. Go ahead.
Do it.
You can't have any. So when I go on, just know when you go on that platform and you don't see Dr. Huge there, you can't say the truth. You can't say anything.
Right.
Again,
misinformation.
I was right. And they're going to try to still bury me and censor me? All right.
Your misinformation.
Unbelievable. So, take that, Sasha Banks.
You fucking ass. And she has what now? Like 10 belts? And can anybody tell me which of those belts are important? Because I've seen some of them that are like from like gymnasium fucking local organizations, and she's like, I got another belt. Like, none of them mean anything. I think the only one is like the TNT, TBS, or whatever. But what belt is prestigious that she holds? You know, that's like saying, like, oh, I didn't get the Nobel Prize, but I got all the other ones that aren't as good. Like,
You want us to get kicked off, Coach? Is that what you want?
Oh, big pharma.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna go to war with them too, like Kobe Bryant, right?
Right.
You know that's what happened, right? Kobe Bryant started trying to sue and go to war with Big Pharma, and then next thing you know,
boom,
yep,
kaboom.
whoops. Just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all a coincidence.
Sorry for cutting you off there, but yeah, we can't do that. First of all, we're already having problems as it is, being like trying not to say words and things.
Right.
But yep.
Yeah, it was a lot worse if you guys remember me on Periscope. This is nothing.
You know, very tame. 2016 was a great year. 2017 even better.
Right.
But then it started going slowly downhill once because then all the new rules started coming in January. Right. I remember the TOSs are getting all these emails and they're like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. They were prepping for 2020. And then by the time 2020 came around, it was like they literally shut my account off.
We used to be able to tell stories about Justin getting hammered at work and then getting raped in his own truck.
Mm-hmm.
Graped. Not raped, graped.
Yeah. We do have to work on the swearing and stuff too. I was listening to one of our old shows last week, and Sleaze said fuck 5 times in 2 sentences. And I was just like, I'm like, no one. I mean, some algorithm's going to pick it up and just go, nope. Nobody's going to see this.
You know how many times I got to bite my tongue before I speak? Just because I know.
I made a clip of it years ago. There was something like 70 F-bombs. And I go, and I made like a little jokey clip out of it. And what was it? That was the first hour of the show. It was 3 hours to this show. In the first hour, and I even said to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to do this for another 2-hour portions of this because it took so long to put those clips together.
Yeah, how pissed off an editor back in the day would have been at me. Like, stop, please. And then he said, "Bert, mother, Bert."
There was Triple Mania, of course, last night. We'll bring up, there's a few stories from this. Well, first, I watched Otis come out. I haven't seen Otis in a while. He takes a luchador, puts him over his back, flips him over. I don't know if they meant to do this. It didn't look like it. He flipped him over onto an exposed the ring post. So his back hit the ring post. You know how you flip somebody out like in a Royal Rumble like this? And he flipped the guy out by the turnbuckle right onto the post. His back, boom, and then he lands onto the outside. So that made me cringe. And then there's this guy called Microman that come out.
Oh, yes.
And he's the size of Mini-Me. He's not even like a regular dwarf. He's like super dwarfy. And then he started doing moves. Guys are like, I loved it because, of course, it looks ridiculous. Because it was like, guys had to like literally pick him up by his feet and be like, oh, come around us. And like throwing themselves around. I'm like, this is great. So, and then I thought it was Beast Mordos. And I'm thinking, how is Beast Mordos here? He's in AEW. It was identical. Come to find out, that was Taurus. So, yeah. And now Beast Mordos had written online something like to the effect of he's going to take this to court or something. But we'll see, because I heard that they own the license or something to the look or whatever. I don't know, but
it was also followed up by his asshole girlfriend agreeing that they were both going to sue him.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Listen, I still love you, Sasha Banks. Come on anytime.
I never have. So come on anytime.
Yep.
I'll
kick the sleeves. I'll kick the sleeves off. I'll give you another belt. I'll give you this belt on the wall. Anything you want.
You can kick me off. I'll be in the chat.
And then she'll go, can you like block him?
And I'd be
And
like,
I'll
fuck you.
I'll absolutely block him for you.
I will say, what belt really means something, Sasha Banks? Because they all look like belts that I wear to work. They mean nothing.
And tell us about, before you leave, Jason Voorhees. New Jason Voorhees movie coming out. What is this? Is it a TV show?
So after years and years, there was a big licensing thing between the writer of the original and Sean Cunningham, the director. Okay, so Jason has been in limbo for like, what are they saying, 16 years or something like that. So finally, I guess they came to an agreement. So they have this new thing called the Jason Universe and Horror Inc. that owns the rights. So now they want to, there's a series that's coming out, I think on Prime, that's like a prequel. So that's already being filmed. They just put out, I guess it was more of like a commercial thing because it was with Angry Orchard. Now you can go get Angry Orchard with Jason on the fucking bottle and stuff. But they put out a short film that's like 13 minutes long of like, I guess like a taste of what you'll see. And it's pretty good. I sent you the link.
Yeah, he looked skinnier, like he's a younger version. It's prequel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So,
that made it more interesting for me. Like having just more hair and being skinnier was like intriguing, because we're so used to just seeing big Hulk version of Jason Voorhees, and it's kind of, we need something different, and that makes sense to do it that way instead of just remaking the whole thing. Also, it's funny that you said they're creating a whole universe thing. I didn't even know that this existed, but supposedly in a comic book, Dexter and Jason Voorhees like fought, and I don't think Dexter got over on him, but I think he managed to get away, of course. And then they bring it up in that new series or whatever, George. They bring up Jason Voorhees, and he's like talking about it like they're connecting it, So that's kind of cool.
He's also gone at it with Ash from the Evil Dead. Like the comics are really good, and they tell like a lot of the backstory and like different stories, and he interacts with like different franchises and things. So yeah, it's nice because I like the franchise, and it started, I mean, the 2009 remake I thought was great, but before that it was turning into dog shit. So hopefully, especially with the original writer and the guy that directed the good ones, it might be good. It's a nice little refresh of the whole Jason Voorhees franchise.
And the game supposedly might come back now with all their fixing of the licenses too. So if it does, we may have to get into this Philly sports pride out here.
I love the old game. The old game was great. So if they do that,
$5.
Yeah. I got it when it first came out, and I was playing it hardcore for a while. It was good.
It's so hard to find good games to play right now. I'm still I play right is 7 Days to Die, Tekken 8 here and there, and I still play like the old Batman games off and on. Other than that, I'm looking around. I'm like looking for new stuff to get. I might actually get the Turtles in Time game or whatever that remake is whenever it goes on sale again. I think it's like $15, but just to switch it up. And then I think there's a Marvel version of that coming out with like a lot more characters. Again, I understand these are like kids type beat 'em ups, but they're like retro games to me. So I like that type of stuff just to break up all the zombie killing and fist fighting.
Yeah. No, if you dig deep, there's good games, even if they're older. I play a lot of my old games just because, like you said, there's nothing that's really intriguing me to pay fucking $100 for.
Yeah, and then you don't even get the whole game. Stupid.
Right.
But all right, I think we said it all here, folks. I got a whole CSWNN page, conspiracies show page, where I'll just give you a little taste right now, even you sleaze. So I've been into this whole UFO. I'm like looking into it. I don't believe it. So before you go, oh, you're a UFO guy and you're this and that. I'm not. I told you, I don't believe anything. I'm very skeptical of everything. But I'm looking into it. And one thing I'm coming away with is I'm starting to think that I'm starting to get a lot of ideas, but I know these ideas have been planted in my head. So I'm starting to think maybe the whole thing is just one big work all over again because the timing of it, everything about it, there's more and more people, Congress people. Oh, that's like that lady this week that was on Joe Rogan. Everybody's throwing a fit about all this stuff. Think about what if it's all just fake, right?
Yeah.
And it's just people. That's it. It's people and their ideas.
Right.
And anything that you think is weird and all this stuff happening, all these stories I hear from, I can't believe things unless it happens to me.
Right.
Because now we're in the day and age now with AI and everything's fake and a phony. I'm not believing videos anymore. I'm not believing pictures. Anything that happened maybe like years and years ago, pictures I've seen and things that I already know as a fact, I'm going to keep that. But all this other new information coming out and, there's, spaceships coming to Earth and there's this and that. Show us the Epstein files. Nobody gives a fuck about space aliens or extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them. We want to know what's going on with what we already know about. We know something's happening and something has happened. Let us know what it is. Until then, take the alien stuff, shine it up real nice, turn that sumbitch sideways, shove it up your candy ass.
There's a new, I have to find it and send it to you. There's a new clip of a supposed UFO, and it's like, oh, it's the clearest fucking thing. And you see it and you're suspect right off because you're like, there's so much AI. They have Sasquatch fucking doing podcasts out in the woods now. I don't believe any of this shit with AI. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, the UFOs, I'm telling you right now, I don't believe it. So nobody's coming for me.
Yeah, right. I don't believe a fucking thing. Seth Rollins ruined it.
And isn't it just weird the past 70, 80 years, whatever, where it's all just like UFO propaganda through Hollywood and everything. Oh, and by the way, Steven Spielberg's making this big glamorous UFO movie that's coming out and is connecting it to the Catholic Church and all this stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Great.
They're shooting at a covenant or whatever, the convent, whatever they call them. Covenant. Anyway, so, all right, take it easy, sleaze. Everybody out there, thank you for your service. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, push this show all over the internet. I'll probably have more weird edits coming to the channel in the next couple weeks or so. And maybe some more live shows. You never know. Turn on your notifications. Where can we find you, sleaze?
All platforms at the SLZ52 or my QR code.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know where to find me, baby. All over the interwebs, even TikTok now, for a little bit longer.
For about 5 minutes, you can check them out on TikTok.
That's right. Come get me, censorship czar. Fancy title. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Where's my outro screen? Come on, producers. See ya.
See ya.
Our blood, sweat, and tears